O AI ba? Sabi sa inyo hindi AI yun eh. Pati yung sa sa Saudi, sa disyerto, hindi AI yun. Okay? So, why are we talking about AI? Kasi yun ang ating topic for today dito sa Shattered Compass. Ang matalino ba or hindi? Is AI producing a smarter graduates? So, welcome back dito sa Shattered Compass. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Alright. So, kalakal for comments kagad. Question. Okay? Para yun sa mga hindi nakapanood nung previous video. So, tignan nyo na lang kung paano mangyayari yung mga nakita na itong question natin for this topic. Ibibigay kong premyo yung pinakita ko sa inyo doon sa previous video. So, I think it's around $35. So, gas money, guys. Gas money. So, itong question. In 10 years, when we look back to this start of the AI era, so when you look around, do you think you're seeing smarter workforce in our economy or functional dependence? Okay? And siguro naman mga boss na kayo nung mga panahon na yun, no? Kung hindi pa mangarap kayo, ano ba naman yan? Diyos ko. Okay, so, dapat mga boss na kayo nun. And if you are, who would you hire? 'Di ba? If you would hire the functional dependents na tingin nyo mas sila, mas effective sila with the use of AI, or yung smarter workforce, they don't just use AI. Okay? They control it. So, yun ang question natin. I need your comments and then I gave you the mechanics of how you could win and then just do that. Okay? So, bakit ito napili ko for now? Well, it's graduation season na naman. Okay? And there's a question that's going around na with the current advances in AI technology, no? Are we graduating smarter people? 'Di ba? Kasi madami ng mga AI ngayon. Okay? So sa mga hindi techie diyan, eto po sila. Okay? So, si ChatGPT, nandiyan si Gemini, nandiyan si Copilot, nandiyan si Miss AI de las Alas. Okay. Okay. So, aminin nyo na. Aminin nyo, when you first used AI, what did you feel? Ito, ako, with my experience, okay? I think I was making a letter and then I have no time to compose. So, I just remembered about it and then I made it in ChatGPT. And then I was like, oh, this sounds smart. Like, ang galing, di ba? Okay? And that's it. Copy, paste. Di ba? Copy, paste. That's it. And now, meron na ring you could copy math equations, no? And then that's it. It's already solved in like just a click. 'Di ba? So, sabi before when AI came out, there will be like a cognitive divergence. So, nagkakaroon ng hati yung mga estudyante, sabi nila. So, they said merong magkakaroon dahil dito, there will be two types of grads na lalabas. First, the super graduates, sila yung ginagamit nila yung AI as a force multiplier. So what does that mean? So parang para mas marami silang magawa. Okay? So they use it, for example, they made a research, a 50-page research. Okay? So gagawin nila, gagamitin nila sa AI to summarize it para makompile na pa-bookbind. Okay? And then, bakit nila ginawa yun? So they will have so much time to prepare for their defense, 'di ba? Kasi usually ganyan. When I was making my feasibility study back then, so still have to find a way to summarize it. Mag-iisip ka pa. So hindi masyadong makapal yung ano mo, 'di ba? And yung ideas, kumbaga, compact. So now, ganun yung ginagawa. Ganun na super graduate. So they make it as a multiplier so they could be more productive. Okay? But then, the other half is what they call the functional dependence. So ano to? No more deep thinking, no? Kasi lahat ng logic in-outsource na lang dun sa algorithm. So, but were they right? Sa tingin nyo, were they right na talagang nagkaroon na ng cognitive divergence? Diba? So, let's see, okay? I've read this online, okay? That there was this survey, okay? Just this year, January 2026. And this survey was made by American Association of Colleges and Universities. Okay? And this was done sa faculty. Okay? Mga faculties ang ginawa ng survey. So this is like outside looking in. 'Di ba? What do I mean outside looking in? So they're the teachers. So they're looking at the students kung ano yung na-evaluate nila. And they said, 90% of faculty said that AI is actively weakening critical thinking. Okay? So, yun ang 90% of the faculty. And now, meron ding separate study also this year same, involving 500 stakeholders from 50 countries, no? They showed that the risks of AI that AI poses sa growth and development and learning ng mga kabataan outweighs the benefits. Okay? So, medyo yung sinasabi nila, yung benepisyo versus the risk, no? Mas mabigat. Okay? And then, meron din yung the Digital Education Council. Ito naman, sabi ko sa inyo, this is yung before ko mga examples, this is outside looking in. So they're looking from the outside. They're just giving their evaluations. Ito, ginawang survey ng Digital Council, Education Council, on 3,000 students globally. Okay? And this was conducted March 2026, just this year also. So, 65% of students are worried about it, no? About, yun nga, yung benefits ng AI versus the risks. Okay? So, ito mga estudyante na mismo. And so, what they're seeing around, so sila na mismo, they're on the inside. Okay? Sila na yung mga naaapektuhan. So, yun yung sinasabi ko kanina, faculties, they're giving what they observe. And these are the students na mismo, no? Sila na yan. So, marami talagang naaalarma. And it's on a global scale. Okay? But, let's try to look at those who got alarmed before. Okay? I'll give you an example, no? Para makita natin, meron nga bang pwedeng mangyari, kasi we're just looking at the future na pwedeng mangyari, no? We still don't know. There is like data that are showing that there could be a possibility, but let's try to look at this dun sa mga dating na alarm, sa mga advances natin. Okay, and this is from the book The Shallows by Nicholas Carr. Okay, and what he said here is, the more we use the web, the more we train our brain to be distracted. Okay? So, it's a warning na if we rely too much on fast and easy answer, we may stop doing the slower and deeper thinking. So, deep thinking becomes hard because your brain gets conditioned for speed and not depth. Okay? This is about the internet. Okay? That's what he was talking about. And he wrote this 2010, so we are already on the peak of internet, no? And then, so that is Nicholas Carr. Okay? He was warning everybody about the internet and the effects on us being deep thinkers. Okay? Tapos, ito mas simple lang. Okay, na example. Na parang nag-warning din siya about these advances, no? And this is not a big advance na mismo, no? Ng technology. This is, I'm giving you Socrates, and he said this thousands of years ago. And alam niyo kung saan siya against? He was against writing. Okay? Sa pagsusulat, because he thought people would stop using their memory. Okay? Ang sabi niya, readers will appear to be knowledgeable and will generally know nothing. Okay? Grabe, di ba? Ano lang to, pens and paper. Okay? Compared sa ngayon na pinag-uusapan natin si Gemini, ChatGPT, and okay, so for argument's sake, okay, we could say they were wrong, diba? So writing and internet, diba? So Socrates and Nicholas Carr, for argument's sake, we could say they were wrong. Why? Because writing and internet really push the boundaries of how far our knowledge could go, diba? So, kasi even though after pens and paper, ang daming naglabasan ng mga henyo natin sa buhay, diba? So, that was helped by pens and paper, and meron pa rin helped by internet. Okay? But okay, let's break it down. Okay? So, si Socrates, he feared writing would destroy memory. Okay? Kasi yung Greeks, they used to memorize poems. Okay? And ganun yung ginagawa nila. So, but now na meron ng pens and paper, pwede mo nang gamitin yung mga extra gig mo sa memorya mo, okay? Sa pag-memorize ng ibang bagay. So, kasi dati, kailangan mo i-memorize, pero ngayon, dahil nasulat mo na, hindi mo na kailangang i-memorize. Meron ka na pwedeng paggamitan nung dapat mong i-memorya. Okay? But it's ang point niya dito rin kasi is pwedeng yung mga written hindi na nakakapagsalita, di ba? So, pwedeng ma-misinterpret. For example, like Bible, di ba? Ang daming merong mga sariling interpretations. Okay? Merong mga ibang nag-i-interpret ng kakaiba. Okay? So, yun. But also, it could be worse kung hindi siya nasulat. Alam niyo yung game na yung pass the message, 'di ba? So, bubulong mo ganyan. Pagdating nung pinakadulo, parang magugulat ka rin na ibang ang layo na nung message na pinagsimulan. Okay? So, that could have happened kung hindi na nagamit yung pens and paper. Okay? So, check naman natin yung kay Nicholas Carr. Okay? He was talking about the internet, which he was wrong also. Because why? Because now, we can connect yung mga dissimilar ideas natin. Because we have access to so much in the internet, di ba? Naging tayo, network thinkers. So sama-sama tayong naghahanap ng answers, di ba? And nag-share tayo kung ano yung nalaman natin. So naging network thinkers tayo. So yun. But, okay, merong but. So yung worries nila nun, i-compare natin ngayon sa AI. Okay? Pen and paper, okay? Pen is like shovel, okay? Parang pala. Ikaw pa rin yung maghuhukay. Pagod at pawis mo pa rin, di ba? So, ikaw pa rin ang kikilos. Okay? And then, internet would still require you to find the answer. So, and pag tagpi-tagpiin mo yung mga sagot na nahanap mo, di ba dati, kay Google, mag-search ka, and then, you will find the ideas there, and then, tagpi-tagpiin mo, and that's how you make the research, and that's how you present your project or whatever. Okay? But in AI, it takes that out. Okay? You get the result right away. Di ka na nagbabasa ng maraming ideas and get what you want and pick what you need. Diba? So, hindi mo na form yung mental callus, no? You need for deep focus. Hindi na nagkakakalyo yung utak mo kasi hindi na kumikilos. Okay? So, yun, no? So, for those who are listening, sa mga nakikinig, lalo na sa mga kababayan natin, kasi alam nyo naman tayo mga Pinoy, tayo? Madiskarte, di ba? So, naghahanap tayo kasi katulad ng sinasabi ko dati, mahirap buhay natin. So, we find things how to make our lives easier. Okay? And this is one big thing that could make your life easier, no? 'Di ba? Pero, okay, huwag kayong pumayag na maging average lang. Okay? Kasi that's AI. Okay? AI predicts yung most likely next word. Okay? For example, when you type, the sky is, ganyan, parang papatapusin mo sa kanya yung sentence. Iniisip niya yung mga options and pipiliin niya yung usual na ginagamit. For example, blue or cloudy or clear. Ganyan. 'Di ba? So, yun. So, hindi ka nagiging creator. Okay? And wala kang soul doon sa ginawa mo. Okay? So, yun lang iniisip niya. So, you're on the average. Okay? So, pare-pareho tayo ng kalalabasan. 'Di ba? So, wag niyong hayaan na si Roy. Okay. Ano bang trabaho niyan? Trabaho niyan worth $50,000 US. Oh, wow. 50,000. Pag nawala ng wifi nga lang, zero, 'di ba? Zero ang value ng trabaho niyan. Huwag niyong hayaan na ganun. Okay? So, don't let your value drop pag nawala ng wifi. Okay? Pag nawala ng AI. Okay? Be the driver. Your additions, your grit, your soul. Yan ang hindi kayang i-replicate ng kahit na anong server. Okay? AI server. Okay? I used to joke dati pa, I was still back in the Philippines. I used to joke na pag may pupunta ng gym, tara gym tayo. Ako mag-gym, mabigat. 'Di ba? Parang Isipin nyo, would you go to the gym, meron kayong kasamang tagabuhat? Okay, biceps tayo ngayon. Sige, mag-start ka na. Okay, chest tayo ngayon. Start ka na mag-push-ups and ang tawag dito, bench press. Okay? So, yun. Eh, hindi nabibuild yung katawan mo, di ba? Sa kanya na same as our brains, di ba? So, ganun din yun. Okay? So, use the AI to build the bones while you provide the life. Okay? Or use AI to build the body while you put your soul. Okay? And so yun. I don't think AI is bad. Okay? But kailangan guided in using it. Okay? Kaya lang in recent records, okay, na nabasa ko rin to, only 40% lang ng institutions have policies in regards to AI, no? Yung in regards to AI use. Okay? Tapos yung iba diyan hindi pa develop yung policies. Okay? So 40% lang of all institutions. So dapat siguro medyo mas maging maayos lahat, no? Almost all institutions magkaroon ng guidelines for this. Okay? Kaya yung iba dyan, okay, kauuwi nyo lang, naririnig nyo na nag-ML kasi tapos na yung assignment, no? Nagawa na ni paring Gemini. Okay? Alam nyo guys, parang lang yan sibuyas. Parang sibuyas lang tayo na maraming layer in terms of human touch or yung effort ba. Okay? So, yun, no? So, for example, yung typewriter na naging typewriter dati, ngayong computer na, hindi ka na nahihirapan pag may mali ka, okay? Tanggal na isang layer doon. Okay? So, katari, yung manual compute naman dati, ngayon, nagkaroon na ng calculator. Okay? So, tanggal na rin yung isang layer ng human effort. Okay? So, yun, every leap in technology, it removes a layer of human effort. And we've reached the final layer. Nandun na tayo sa final layer. You know what it is? It's logic. Okay? If we still outsource that, what's left for humans to do? Okay? Thank you for watching Shattered Compass and I hope to see you soon. Please like and subscribe kung gusto nyo. Thank you. I'm faster than I've ever been, but am I getting smart? Just a backhoe for my brain that's tearing me apart. Or am I getting smart? Getting smart!